Hello everybody, welcome to our first ever tutorial related to a boss fight in our favorite game, Don't Starve Together. Today, we're going to look to murder us a queen, a beak queen, using what Beer believes to be the best method of doing so. Let's get to it. Our adventures will actually bring us to the cave, so find a sinkhole, bust it open, and let's go. Once down under, we're looking for one thing and one thing only. Bunny Rabbit Villages. Now, the World Gen Con smiled upon Beard and set him up with a huge set of rabbits here, and a village that's pretty darn close by. These rabbits are only out during dusk and nighttime, so using the morning to take advantage of not having them all out is good. Grab a hammer, smash the hutches, and be ready to fight, because the rabbits will get you. Word of advice, don't even bother gathering the loot after every smashed hut. Jump from hut to hut first. You'll have a much easier time later. With the village cleared, now's the time to grab the spoils. Make sure to grab all the carrots you see as well, as carrots are a huge portion of the resources needed to construct what we need later. Get them when out on your travels, and be sure to smash and kill along the way too. Finding the villages is great, but be mindful of the fact that these rabbits hate meat in your inventory and will rush you in numbers. They may be flimsy with only 200 HP, but they pack a punch, especially if you get stun locked. Dealing with these rascals can be dangerous, so be cautious. Perhaps while waiting for morning, get an alchemy machine, head to the structures tab, and make the recipe for a rabbit hutch. It is good to have it already made in case carrots begin to go bad in your travels, and you can see just how important they are in making these huts. Like clockwork, continue to use mornings as the time to handle these rabbits and their homes one at a time to prevent unfortunate death. Again, leave the looting and prioritize smashing. Killing these rabbits may lead to having another mob, Krampus, arrive on the scene. A hidden mechanic in the game, Krampus deserves his own video at a later date. And, as always, kiting the rabbits with the bait out 2-hit pattern can work for you as well. You'll quickly realize that once you actually find these dank things, the resources needed to build them above come in abundance. Having an issue with finding them though, well, good news is that you'll find them most anywhere, but certainly concentrated in the grass biomes down here in the caves. With loot in hand and the dangers of the caves avoided, head on back to the Queen and clear yourself some space to begin placing all of your bunny huts. With space clear, you are now able to place some huts. However, if you even click on meat in your inventory, it still counts as being in your inventory. You should just not have it and drop it somewhere. Once clear of meat, go ahead and begin placing the hutches in close proximity of the honey patch. You can place them pretty close together, but the rabbits love hopping in your way, so you may need to wait for them to move their butts. Beard likes to leave a bit more space between the rows of hutches themselves to prevent rabbits from potentially getting stuck. With just the loot gained from the initial smash and grab, we got about 21 hutches worth, which is not a bad start. But Beard knew of another village down below and went about getting a number closer to about 30 hutches. Now, you're just about ready to begin. But you'll need to provision before you run into this fight looking for glory. There are tons of options available for healing in DST, but a couple are unfortunately eliminated due to them being meat items. As an added difficulty, Wigfrid, the character I'm playing here, can only eat meat item, but Beard has a plan. As a bonus, he went and made a few healing salves for himself, but he will look to make some pierogies for the fight as well. Using 1 meat, 1 egg, 1 vegetable, and a filler, in this case another mushroom, you can whip yourself up a real quick pierogi and nab yourself a good healing food item. Now, Beard, didn't you just say you can't use meat items for healing during this fight? I did, in fact, so thanks for listening. But I have a trick up my sleeve. Our buddy Chester can hook us up once again. You can place the healing food within Chester, making sure not to click and hold them while near rabbits, as they will go aggro, and actually right-click on them while they're in Chester to eat them without it being read as it being in your own inventory. Click no, right-click yes. Another neat thing we can do is make Beekeeper Hats. These Beekeeper Hats reduce damage taken by bees and do actually apply to the queen and her minions. But we won't be the ones using them. Oh no. We are going to put them on some of our rabbit friends so they can be the ones to take reduced damage. FYI, this and what comes later is totally optional for this method. But why stop there? You can even put some of Wigfrid's battle helmets on our companions as well. There are a couple things left to do. Make sure to have a hammer at the queen ready to go, as that is how you begin the boss fight. Then make sure you yourself are armored up. You might be thinking, Beard, that's a lot of armor. You're right, it is, but you will need it. If you're going solo, you're going to get hit a crap ton during this fight, as you will be the only target. With dusk here and the bunnies loose, make sure you have a light source to return to just in case, and then go about hammering the honey nest to begin the boss encounter. With bee queen spawn, the rabbits will all aggro and converge while you should do your best to kill the grumble bees, the little bees that the queen spawns, while the bunnies pounce on her. But feel free to get hits on her if you can. But now and then she will scream and send the bunnies scurrying. You'll need to hold out until they aggro on her again. The swarm of bunnies will make quick work of her health if they get the chance. Be sure to keep killing those grumbles so that they don't pull the rabbit's aggro away from the queen. But be sure not to get swarmed either. Take every chance you get to heal up. Again, you can always try to go get some hits in yourself. Using the method I mentioned prior, you will not have to worry about the bunnies switching aggro over to you due to meat, because you technically don't have any. Here, Beard makes a mistake and gets caught up in the action and actually stuck between Queen and Rabbits, almost killing me. Don't be Beard and let the bunnies do the work for you. And what a job they do. The Queen is dead in record time. In the morn, we see the loot of our spoils, but some things stand out, surely. You'll find some unique items called royal jelly, some honey, honeycombs, and stingers, but also an item called the Bee Queen Crown. Let's discuss. Oh yeah, you'll also find a unique blueprint as well. The Bundle Wrap Blueprint. Learn it, and we'll talk about it soon. Collect some berries and head to a crock pot. Put a single royal jelly in, along with 3 berries. Soon enough, you'll probably see a food item that you've never seen before. That is because jelly beans are in fact completely unique when it comes to being a food item. 0 hunger, 5 sanity, but 2 health gained from them. But when you finally eat one, you'll soon discover what makes them so unique, as you will begin to gain +2 health over time. Over 2 minutes, in fact. Nothing else can do that for you in DST. Nothing. That's not all. Head to an alchemy machine and go to the survival tab to locate your new bundle wrap recipe. You'll probably see something you've never seen before. Wax paper. Don't fret. Head to the refined section to find wax paper. But you might not know the steps to make that either. Papyrus can be obtained via swamps, but beeswax? The heck is that? Don't worry, under refine as well, you'll see that you can use honeycombs obtained in the fight or anywhere else to make some. Grab it and make yourself some beeswax. With some cut reeds found in the swamp, go ahead and make your papyrus. Then, your wax paper, and a rope while you're at it. Head back into survival and retrieve your bundling wrap once and for all. Hypothetically, of course, say you wanted to store and preserve 99 plus health and food items. Right-click your wrap and your character will begin a funny animation. Go ahead and place your food, armor, and or weapons into the new slots available, and then click wrap. You'll find that not only is everything stored in one place, but the wrap also takes up a single slot in your inventory only. Whenever you need to, just unwrap the bundle and it's all there. Best part, you will always be left with a piece of wax paper, meaning all that is needed to build another bundle is just one thing of rope. Now let's talk about the most important thing, the magnificent Bee Queen Crown. Say you're near mobs that drain your sanity while in close proximity. You put the crown on, there ain't no more draining. Or you really like evil flowers, but the sanity laws get you. Worry no more while wearing the crown. Or how about bringing it to the extreme with our friend Clopsy, who boasts a minus 200 per minute sanity drain while near him. With the crown equipped, losing all your sanity while dealing with Clops will be a thing of the past. You won't even go insane near him. Even near nightmare lights during a nightmare cycle, the crown turns all negative sanity aura drains into positive ones. And the bigger the sanity drain, the bigger the sanity gain. There you have it, folks. Not only a tutorial on the Bee Queen Bunny method itself, but also a video on how to utilize the loot she drops for you. I hope this helped, and I'll see you soon.